Hey, this is Cone McCaslin from Sum 41, and you're listening to the Johnny and Shaner Punk Rock Dadcast.
Welcome. It is February 7th. This is season 2, episode 5. We have the usual suspects. I'm Johnny Zero, and Shaner McCauley joins us hailing from now Port Perry, Ontario. Welcome to the Punk Rock Dadcast. We are not exclusive to dads, moms, or those who can or cannot procreate or choose not to. We are just two dads who love punk. We're here to talk about punk. Local, unlocal, old, new, large, small, big and small, no rules, no hold barred. Being a punk show, listener discretion is fucking advised. Thank you for wasting your time with us. Thank you to Threads of Society for our merch. Questions, comments, email us at punkrockdadcast@gmail.com. We may or may not get back to you.
But I will.
I'm sure you will.
Absolutely.
We get a lot of fan mail?
No, not really.
It's easy to say I'll get back to you when nobody fucking is emailing us.
You know what? I was actually looking back, and we do have a couple, but I have gotten back to all of them.
Who's written us?
A few bands that want us to check them out.
Oh yeah,
and wanted us to follow them on Facebook, so I have been.
Nice.
Yeah.
Punk bands, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming. Yes. Let's go with yes. Punk,
all right.
Crossover, like hardcore metal. So yes.
I am joining you in sobriety today.
Thank you.
I got a Corona Zero.
A Dr. Pepper Zero sugar.
Zero alcohol in that too.
Yeah, but I still have a Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah, if I don't put Jaeger in it, it's gonna fucking keep me up all night. Just having a Red Bull. Actually, I probably can, but I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a bunch of homework to do tonight anyway. So, plus Ed the Sock. I was listening to Ed the Sock still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's start that off with Ed the Sock, because I've been doing the Shaner's rehab reports with Ed.
Yep.
I usually record them about now, so I'll do it after the show. And I just fill them in about how my day went. And then they're usually about 4 minutes long. Yeah. And then he'll edit it a bit and play it for the listeners, which is kind of cool. And then I've even been listening and even without my clip, I was listening the other night, and I think Donna or somebody called in, and they're talking, and all of a sudden she's like, "By the way, how's Shaner doing?"
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool that like listeners are paying attention. I've had listeners just call in and just like give a shout out to me or request a song for me. You know, it's cool that listeners are paying attention.
That's good.
Yeah, man, a lot of support from listeners.
So how's it going in there?
It's going good, man. They definitely keep us busy. I mean, it's they're 14-hour days basically. Friday is almost a 16-hour day.
This Friday or every Friday?
Every Friday.
Why is that?
Just because Friday's meetings are in Pickering, and they don't start till 8 o'clock. So, you know, it's a long drive there, a long drive back from Port Perry.
What, do you guys all go on a bus or something?
No, it's an SUV, but it holds 3, 6, 8 people.
Damn.
Yeah, well, 3 in the back, 3 in the middle, and 2 up front. It works, but you know what? Since I've been here, 3 people have left. So right now it's just me and 2 other guys.
Like they left as in their time was up?
Yeah, their time was up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're there for 4 weeks or 30 days?
28 days, 4 weeks.
28 days. So it's 4 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
And how you feeling? What's going on
I
in your
came in.
brain?
It's clear.
Yeah.
When I first came, like I did the 4-day detox at Pinewood, which I felt sober coming in, right? 4 days sober. But
Yeah.
um, recently, people have been telling me, even Bill, the director here, and a couple of the counselors, they said when I first came in, I was going up and down the stairs like it's all wooden, hardwood flooring, and the stairs are hardwood. They said I was shuffling up and down the stairs like an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought I was
But just
sober.
like not picking up your heels or whatever.
Yeah, like still kind of like incoherent.
Oh,
But yeah, no, they see me now, and I'm just like ripping up and down the stairs. I got my balance back. Whoops. Um, yeah, no, I feel fucking great, man. Like before, I couldn't even like not because I was drunk, but just because I was tired and lazy. I couldn't stand for more than 5 minutes without having the need to sit down somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah, yesterday we went to is it Heber Downs
Yep.
or whatever? Yeah, the
Heber down. Yeah.
trails. Yeah, we did an hour hike.
Nice.
Yeah, I fucking fell asleep super early that night.
Yeah, I bet.
Last night. Yeah, woke up with my headphones and my reading glasses and my book on the floor. Everything. That book you lent me, man. That's a really good book.
It's Will and I have a collection of those over here, man.
I
And
noticed.
Chris Walter's the author of that book. He just wrote another book that was just released. I think the one you have is I was a punk before you were a punk.
Yes, I was just gonna let our listeners know that. I have it right here in front of
Yeah.
me.
There's another one
Yep.
called East Van, and he just released one. He was really, really good friends with Chai Pig from SNFU. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
that's inside that book that you're reading, but a lot of his other books they talk about that and they talk about him.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
dude was
I'm on
living,
page 90.
yeah, dude was living straight up on the streets of Vancouver. I've ran into him a bunch of times.
Winnipeg.
Right. But when I
Winnipeg.
was
But
out there, he was living out there at that time.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're from Winnipeg, but they moved out
Yeah,
the van and they stayed.
yeah, I don't know. I'm on page 90, but yeah, they went out to Winnipeg to see the Ramones and fuck, there was another band, another great band, and so lately, since I have no time, like after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whatever, um, I've been compiling a list of like 70s and 80s punk bands. It's fucking awesome. Uh, stuff I never would have normally listened to because I'm more of like a late 90s, 2000s punk guy. So I'm listening
I
to
uh
shit
I
like,
played some Iggy and the Stooges on one of our earlier episodes, one
yeah,
of our
yeah,
earliest episodes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty
It's
cool, man.
just so much more great content coming out these
Oh yeah,
days.
no, I know, but I missed out on that era. So
Mm.
check it out.
Sorry, you got me all tired today, bud. Fuck.
No,
I was up early, slept like shit.
yeah, you know
I've been
what?
sleeping like shit.
Well, I stay up till uh, roughly 3 o'clock,
Jesus.
and they wake us up at 7 o'clock's wake up call.
Is it enough sleep for you?
So far, yeah, a lot of caffeine. I drink about 8 coffees a day.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Well, I'll have an espresso machine down here for when you come.
that'd be sweet.
Yeah. Oh, I think I invited you to like the page. Well, yeah, you have the new page, yeah,
I
for the
already like.
Hydra Studio down here.
Yep, I
Yeah.
already liked. I've
Yep.
already shared it.
Nice. So the first video or reel that I did there is like a minute and a half long.
Yep.
It's like I cleaned it up down here, removed all the fucking beer cans. So I just did like a tour of the space so that people can kind of get a feel for it.
Yep, I saw that.
Um, but I also have this thing that I haven't broken out yet. I borrowed it from a buddy. It's called a Matterport, and it like goes on a stand like a tripod, and there's this big camera on the top, and then it like turns and spins and does all this shit, and then like basically renders you a 3D like drawing inside. Like you could push a button and then it'll, like walk a little further.
Yep,
Yeah, kind of thing. So it's pretty
that's
cool.
that's wild. Yeah, yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Um, so going back to Ed, you guys wrote the theme song for Ed the
Yep.
Sock, the all nighter Ed the Sock show.
I think we
Um,
called it Ed the Sock Goes All Night.
is that what you called it?
Yeah,
So to quote Ed, he has called it a masterpiece.
I love it.
He has said that he wants to use it throughout the day as his promo.
Yep.
Um, so let's play that. Let's hear that real quick. It's about 30 seconds, and we'll come back.
Edison, Edison, the all-night show with Edison, 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 12 to 5, he's on the clock. If you're not listening, you should. You are now a part of the nightclub neighborhood. Edison, Edison, overnight he's on the rock. Edison, Edison, song's done now, it's time to shut up.
That's fun. I'm really glad that he's he likes it as much as he does.
Yeah, he's actually mentioned it a few times. So, um, did you come up with all the lyrics?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are amazing.
Oh, well, I mean, not just me personally. Like, honestly, we brainstormed a lot. We came down here and we had some ideas like if you don't like him, suck my cock and some shit like that.
Yeah,
And it was just like not really appropriate. And I had some placeholders for stuff and the melody was there sort of predefined and then we kind of like got the phrasing and sort of brainstormed back and forth, the four of us down here all together. And then by the end of the day, we had a 30-second song that was catchy, was it fit, and it had all the content that we were looking for to get through it.
I can't believe how much he loves it.
I'm
Like
so glad.
he loves he loves it more than I expected. Like I knew he would like it, but he loves it more than I think I'm blown away about how much he loves it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
So he didn't get to play my Shayner's rehab report last night, so he's gonna play it tonight.
Yep.
And since
Do you do it daily or weekly or how often?
he does it daily, this last night was the first time he didn't play anything because he I guess the file I sent him is a voice note, and it's
Yeah.
not. He has to convert it and then edit it down.
Yep.
So he did time last night. I sent it to him at just after 11,
Yep.
which was late. So I don't have to do one tonight. So because he has last night's. But I always request a song, and he always plays me a song. I would just love to hear some Flamethrower, your theme song. So I guarantee you, he's gonna play it tonight after my Shayner's rehab report.
Nice.
So
I'm gonna try to
I'll let you know.
find a way.
I'll let you know again tonight about it.
I'm gonna try to find a way to hook this thing up that I can record the radio because he doesn't syndicate these. He doesn't like save them as podcasts that you can listen to later, does he?
No, he doesn't. He saves calls. Like
Yeah.
if you were to call live, he records those, but he doesn't
Yeah.
record his whole.
Yeah, because he's got to sort of drag it into the system that plays it live, right? So
Yeah.
I
Uh, um. Uh. I had my first psychotherapy session last night
psychotherapy.
with my I have a psychotherapist.
Okay.
They dig deep into like underlying issues for mental health and my anxiety and depression and why I drink, like get into the real problems. It was intense, and it goes. I mentioned to her about a lot of the points we touched on was in season 1, episode 3 with Jen, our original producer, about my relationship with my dad too, right?
Yeah.
The story about how I shared on our podcast about how when my mom, Dustin, and myself left the house, and my dad was just kind of grinning at us as Dustin and I were crying in the back of the car.
Yeah.
But I told her like everything, way, 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 way more than just that podcast.
Yeah.
So it got really, really touchy. Childhood schools problems, and yeah, she just said, yeah, like there's a lot to talk about. She's like, I can see why you drink. That is definitely a reason to drink. Anyway, I meet with her again. It's through video chat too, just like we're doing now.
Yeah.
But I chat with her again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So that's some of the homework I have to do. She asked me to write down some more stuff.
Like
We'll,
reasons why you drink?
no, 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 no. It's just more childhood stuff, more memory stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then we had another session today. We just go. What was it for? I forget, but um, just more therapy stuff. But drinking and why we were using stuff like that, and people that affected why we, or where I'm going with
Yeah.
this.
How it affected other people.
Exactly. And why we kept doing it and shit like that. It's just questionnaire. I gotta
I have a
fill
question for you.
that out tonight because we're
It might
yeah.
I don't know if we've never discussed this before, but and you could edit this out if it's no good, but you went to a CA meeting?
Yes, CA, NA, and AA meetings.
Okay.
So,
Why were you at a CA meeting?
so for listeners who don't know what these are, uh, Cocaine Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, and Alcoholic Anonymous,
Yes.
because they all follow the 12-step program.
Oh, do they?
The 12-step program, is all the same in all three groups. It's all about addiction. Addiction is addiction for across all three boards.
Okay. I wasn't sure if like you had been using cocaine and didn't tell me.
No, I mean I have used cocaine. I have
Yeah,
used many other narcotics,
sure. We've all
but
had our party days.
yes, but but I was never addicted to those narcotics or cocaine.
That's not something that you were like regularly doing that you were hiding.
But you don't go to a CA meeting and you don't just talk about cocaine. You're there to talk about addiction.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. Addiction is addiction. It just happens. You go to these meetings and still 25% of the CA meetings are alcoholics.
Yeah, eh?
But oh yeah. I actually love the CA meetings because there are a lot of cokeheads, and you walk in there, and as soon as the first time I walked in there, the people that greet you at the door, huge hugs, everyone's hugging each other. They're just like a bunch of hippies or something.
Yeah, eh?
So different, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but no,
Are these things like awkward or do you open up pretty quick or how's
uh,
that
you know,
I
the
went to a
last
couple of business mixers for the last couple of weeks trying to generate some new clientele and some new business and fuck are those things ever awkward, man, I'll tell you.
you know what? You know me, well, you haven't known me in like more than 2, 3 years ago or whatever. But I've always like, if I wasn't drinking, I was fucking shy as hell.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking the last one we went to, it was an AA meeting. And there's a lot of this one was in Uxbridge. And there's a lot of one of the topics that came up was uh because all these meetings, you start with like the Lord's Prayer and you pretty much end with the Lord's Prayer, and through all the 12 steps and through everything is like you look up to God. Everything is God and prayer. And
Yeah.
and a lot of people change it to like higher powers, the higher power, right?
Sure.
So this was the big topic. And in Uxbridge, everyone started talking and speaking up, like I'm a agnostic, or I'm an atheist, and
Right.
I don't believe in. And I would say 90% of the Uxbridge group were either atheists or agnostics, and there was like a lot of people steered away from these meetings because they didn't want to. They felt like they were in a church,
Right.
and so I actually raised my hand and gave a speech, and I talked for about 10 minutes in front of 40 or 50 people.
Wow. Sober too.
And, and, and exactly. And I said, listen, I don't believe in God. I I got sober about 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago. I was going to AA meetings in Oshawa.
Yeah.
And I went to about 6 or 7 of them. I went, I can't do this. Every
Not for you.
meeting, God this, pray for this, pray for this.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'll do this on my own. And I went 3 months sober, and after 4 years of trying to get pregnant, we got pregnant. I went, okay, good. No more AA, like no more AAs, no more back to drinking, pregnant, good to go. Fell off the wagon, and then just
What was
downhill
the
from.
trigger? What was the trigger for you to fall off the wagon back then? And what do you think you can do to avoid it again now?
Well, there was two triggers. I mean, for one, not being able to get pregnant. It was taking us 4 years, and from a lot of the research I was doing, heavy alcohol use uh, affects your sperm, and for you to regenerate healthy sperm, it takes about 3 months.
Wow.
So one of my goals was 3 sober. The other part was just a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I knew after 3 months I was going to go back to drinking, but it was only supposed to be social drinking. Maybe if I was barbecuing, maybe if I go out for dinner.
Yep.
And it started that way. It did. Like, I was pacing myself, but then it escalated really, really quickly.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah.
Like how quickly? Couple of months, you're back to drinking 24 a day kind of thing?
Well, I mean, it was she got pregnant.
Yeah.
It was okay. I did good for the first 9 months. Finn was born. Um, it was still okay. Until he was about 2, when he started being able to walk and talk, crawl, or at least crawl, when he got out of the diapers. And then I would spend time in the garage, not with my family. I was skipping dinners, skipping everything, skipping weekend fun,
Yeah.
sleeping till
Just to
6
stay at
o'clock
home.
at dinner time. I missed everything, especially the last like 3 months. Jocelyn started counting beers, and then for the last 2 weeks, and I would say I had 8 beers, and she's like, "No, you had like 25 beers."
Wow.
Yeah. And this
Damn.
was like
25.
every night. She knew I was lying every day for like years.
This thing's telling me that
That's when she did.
you're low on bandwidth. It's not a problem yet, but it's sort of kind of getting a little bit choppy. And also I wanted to give you a 10-minute warning. So far, so good. It sounds like it's gonna go okay, but I wouldn't move your phone around too much. And are you on their Wi-Fi or anything?
No, it's cell.
It's the cell. Okay. I probably just
We can wrap it up because that was the
no
last thing
no
on my list. Okay,
whatever.
okay,
We got 10 minutes.
okay, cool. I did want to talk about what goes around here
Yeah.
real quick. Have you ever heard of a sound bath?
After you mentioned it in the chat the other day, I looked it up.
Yep.
So my understanding is basically you try to I guess you're lying on the ground, right? You put something over your head so you're not seeing too much and you're just focusing on the sound or whatever, or what?
Basically, you just close your eyes. I guess you can use a pillow. You lay on a mat.
Yeah.
It's just like relaxation music, but we had a guy and a girl basically perform relaxation music live using some
Oh, so it
really,
wasn't
really cool
exactly
instruments that I've never even.
so it was not like pre-recorded. They're actually doing these.
It was live in the house.
Yeah. Cool.
They, yeah, I forget they're called. I'll post it on our website.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a link. They're on Instagram.
Who what kind of instruments? Did they give you names of some of these things or did you like learn about them?
They they did. One is they're called Jelly Sky Yoga.
Okay.
Jelly Sky Yoga. They're on Instagram. They're out of Bradford. Um, the name of the instrument, it's basically a wooden box string instrument, and the first three strings have a slider, and the next couple of strings sound a lot different, and you can tune them all differently, and you can rotate it because there's strings on the bottom as well that you can play, and it just sounds so fucking beautiful.
Cool.
And the girl, the woman had like these three bowls filled with water, different sizes, and they make like all these different like humming kind of noises. And then they had like the big tube where you flip it over and it sounds like rain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They had like this,
Rain stick, basically, I think probably.
a big huge cymbal thing,
Yep.
um, all these other things like this little wooden. It looked like a frog or a lizard with spikes all down its back and tail with a wooden stick, and it just like, I don't know, all these many chimes, everything, and they put all this together, and then it's followed up by hypnosis.
Like one of these?
What's that?
You mean like one of these?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. Our listeners can't see that, but yeah, exactly like one of those. Is that one wooden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these?
Yeah, but theirs was about 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
The rain stick. I'll post a picture. I won't be updating our website until I get back. I
Yeah,
get
no
back
problem.
on January 27th.
I think you probably mean February 27th,
February 27th for our
unless you're hopping
listeners.
in a DeLorean.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Shit. What's our time at?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yep.
Okay. You have anything to say?
Not much about punk rock, I guess. Fucking turtle
No, I
died
know.
today. I'm really upset about that.
Yeah, that's too bad. You gonna replace it?
No. I still have two more, but I'm really mad at the one that killed it.
Let's wrap up with Timmy the Turtle by NoFX.
Timmy the Turtle. Sounds good.
We need some punk rock in here.
Yeah. You also wanted to play Billy Talent's Surrender, so we'll edit these both in at two different intervals during the thing here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to in real quick too. If anyone is thinking about rehab, I'm staying at another Road to Recovery Center in Port Perry. You can check them out at anotherroad.ca and talk to Bill. He's the director. Just let him know Shaner was here. You know Shaner podcast. Everyone here knows about the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Are you getting a whole new generation of listeners out there?
I sure am. One of the counselors listened to our mental health one, and she keeps talking about Bella. She for
Bella.
some reason, your wife.
My wife? Oh, she
Yeah,
knows her.
Well, she listened to the episode.
Oh.
She thought she was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's a gym.
Yeah. Oh, she loved our podcast, and
I know Dustin and your dad came to visit you on Sunday.
that's right.
Has Joss and Finn been up to meet you?
John did not want to come because he was at a best friend's house and he was kicking and screaming. But before they left today for Florida, they by yesterday with some more supplies for me. So I saw Finn and Joss. I saw Finn anyway, like for 2 minutes.
Finn and Joss went to Florida?
Yeah, they're in Florida. They landed today.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
And
they're
you're
there for
stuck
a week.
there.
And my dad's leaving tomorrow morning for Palm Springs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
When you
stuck
get
here.
out, are you gonna go to Florida?
No, I'm gonna work on the podcast sober.
Right on.
I got big plans. And lots of time.
I'm looking forward to a sober and very boring podcast.
I'm gonna get some of the goals around here. We talk about goals.
Yeah.
And my goal is the podcast. I'm gonna get our listeners way up.
It's something to work on for you. It's good that you have a hobby.
That's right.
All
right. Time must be almost
counting down to about a minute.
Okay. It was good chatting with you.
Yeah, buddy.
Hope you and the family are doing well.
We're alive.
Dad life is good.
Except for that one turtle anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I get out of here, it'll be good to actually be a dad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'd be good to take a break from that.
A better dad anyway, a present dad.
Good. All right, man.
All right, man.
Enjoy your time. I'll catch you later. I'll try to upload this as soon as I can.
Here's these 2 songs, and we'll talk to everyone later. Yeah, if you could upload it now, it'll give me something to listen to tonight.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right.
All right.
Take care, everyone.